Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to our video tutorial. This tutorial is brought to you by AccountAid in collaboration with CRY, Child Rights and You. The topic of today's video is crossing of checks. A lot of people have heard the term crossing but don't know its exact meaning. This tutorial will help you understand the meaning of crossing, the types of crossing, and precautions you can take while receiving and depositing the checks. So let's start with the meaning of crossing. Crossing of check is an instruction given by the customer to the bank on how to give payment and who can give payment. Moving on, we have three types of crossings. One is plain crossing, second is account pay only crossing, and the third is account pay only not negotiable crossing. Let's understand the plain crossing in detail. So plain crossing is essentially two parallel lines on top left hand corner of the check. What this means is check can be paid only through another banker. This type of check is also known as a bearer check. Moving on to next, account pay only crossing. These are two parallel lines on top left hand corner of the check with the words account pay only written between the lines. See the image for example. What this means is check remains negotiable and can be endorsed. If the amount is credited to different account by the bank, you cannot recover the money from bank. Moving on to the next, account pay only not negotiable. What this crossing is, two parallel lines on top left hand corner of the check with the words account pay only not negotiable written between the lines. What this means is check cannot be endorsed. If the amount is somehow credited by the bank to different account, then you have the right to recover money from the bank. Moving on to the precautions you can take while receiving and depositing the checks. First, you may add the bank account number and name of the bank on face of the check and cross the check as account pay only, not negotiable, and cross out the words or bearer. See for example, it's written pay Prakriti account number, the account number of Prakriti with SBI, the name of the bank and the branch, and we've crossed it out, crossed out the words or bearer. What this will do is it will make it very difficult for anyone else to encash or collect the check on behalf of Prakriti. Moving on to the next type of precaution we can take, it's a special crossing. In addition to crossing the check as account pay only not negotiable, you may use a special crossing. That is, mention the name on top top left hand corner of the check. See the image for more clarity. What we have done is above account pay only not negotiable stamp, we've added the two parallel lines and mentioned the name of the bank in between those lines. Next precaution that you may take is, and on depositing the check, you get a deposit slip from the bank. Most bank officials do not sign this slip. So what can be done to counter this practice? You should insist that bank officials stamp the deposit slip as a proof that they've actually received the check in good condition. However, care should be taken not to stamp the deposit slip on your own, as bank may later on deny the responsibility of ever having received the check because they did not stamp the deposit slip. Now, if you were to deposit a check, then a deposit slip looks something like this. Let's take a look at the deposit slip. It's a Federal Bank's deposit slip. So at the top, the branch of the Pays Bank is written. The type of account is selected. Pays account number is written. Account holder's name is written. And below that, the details of your checks are given. So what are the details that are given? The bank, the name of your bank, in this instance Citibank, the check number, in this instance 432425, and the amount, 9,000 rupees in this case. Now carefully notice the round stamp on the deposit slip. This is the acknowledgement generally given by banks. However, it may vary depending on your bank. Some banks stamp the deposit slip along with the stamp which mentions the teller number and the time at which they have actually received the check. In case you have any queries or doubts, please drop us an email at query@accounted.net or give us a call at 011 2634 6041 and we'll be happy to answer your queries. In case you have any feedback, please drop us an email at info@accounted.co. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this short tutorial and we'll see you soon in our next tutorial. Till then, take care and remain accountable.